Ladies, let's be real. Getting a man's attention is one thing, but keeping his interest, that's where the real magic happens. See, a man may be drawn to your beauty, your energy, even your presence, but what keeps him coming back for more? It's not just about looking good or saying the right things. It's about embodying a feminine energy that naturally draws him in, an energy that makes him crave your presence, your touch, your essence. There is something undeniably powerful about a woman who knows how to embrace her softness. In a world that constantly tells women to be strong, independent, and unshakable, many forget that true strength also lies in gentleness. Men are naturally drawn to a woman who carries a sense of ease, warmth, and femininity. It's not about being weak or passive, it's about understanding the balance between strength and softness. A man doesn't stay interested in a woman simply because she's attractive or successful. He stays because of how he feels in her presence. When a woman operates in her feminine energy, she creates an environment of peace and comfort that a man craves. He wants to feel like he can let his guard down, that he can be himself without constantly being in defense mode. In today's fast-pacing world, men face pressures, challenges, and expectations that can be exhausting. A woman who knows how to bring calmness into his life becomes irreplaceable. This doesn't mean suppressing your opinions or walking on eggshells. It means knowing how to communicate in a way that invites connection instead of conflict. It's about using your voice in a way that is graceful yet firm, understanding that femininity isn't about control but about influence. A woman who can express herself with kindness and patience commands far more respect than one who relies on dominance. Softness also shows up in the way a woman nurtures, not just in romantic relationships, but in the way she carries herself daily. The way she listens, the way she responds with care, the way she makes a man feel seen and appreciated. These small but powerful gestures create an emotional bond that goes deeper than physical attraction. Attraction may start with physical appearance, but what keeps a man truly interested is how he feels mentally and emotionally around a woman. A man desires more than just someone who looks good. He wants someone who stimulates his mind, challenges his thinking, and sparks meaningful conversations. When a woman knows how to engage him on a deeper level, she becomes unforgettable. A man wants to feel intrigued, inspired, and even challenged in the right way. When conversations are always surface level or predictable, he may lose interest over time. But when a woman has depth, passion, and a unique perspective, she keeps him wanting more. She knows how to ask thought provoking questions, how to listen actively, and how to make him feel like he's sharing his world with someone who genuinely understands him. Emotional stimulation is just as important. A man doesn't just want to be understood, he wants to feel emotionally connected. A woman who can tap into his emotions without making him feel weak is a woman he values. This means creating a space where he can be vulnerable without judgment, where he feels safe opening up about his dreams, fears, and struggles. When a woman has emotional intelligence and can navigate his highs and lows with grace, he feels an attachment that goes beyond physical attraction. Playfulness and unpredictability also play a role. A man enjoys a woman who can keep things exciting, whether through humor, spontaneity, or intellectual banter. He doesn't want to feel like he's in a routine. He wants to be continuously intrigued by her mind and energy. A woman who understands the balance between deep connection and lighthearted fun will always hold a special place in his heart. One of the biggest mistakes women make in relationships is trying to mold themselves into what they think a man wants. Whether it's changing their personality, suppressing their true desires, or going along with things that don't align with who they are. It never leads to lasting attraction. A man may be interested at first, but over time he will sense the inauthenticity. True connection is built on realness, and a woman who is unapologetically herself becomes magnetic. Authenticity is about standing in your truth without fear of judgment. It means embracing your quirks, your passions, and your unique way of expressing love. A man who is truly for you will be drawn to the real you, not the version you think he wants. When a woman carries herself with confidence in who she is, she naturally attracts a man who respects and admires her individuality. She doesn't feel the need to conform, to over explain, or to seek constant validation because she knows her worth isn't determined by someone else's approval. A woman who is authentic also sets boundaries without hesitation. She isn't afraid to express her needs, her standards, and her expectations in a way that is firm yet feminine. She understands that shrinking herself to fit into a relationship will never bring genuine happiness. A man respects a woman who knows who she is and refuses to settle for less than she deserves. Being unapologetically yourself also means having the confidence to walk away when something no longer serves you. When a woman operates from a place of self assurance, she doesn't beg for love, she doesn't chase, and she doesn't compromise her values just to keep a man around. Her energy speaks for itself, and the right man will recognize and appreciate her for exactly who she is. A man's world is filled with challenges, expectations, and responsibilities. He faces pressure from work, society, and even within himself to perform, provide, and protect. When he comes home or spends time with a woman, he doesn't want to feel like he's stepping into another battlefield. He wants to feel a sense of peace, a place where he can exhale, be himself, and recharge. A woman who understands this and knows how to create that kind of environment becomes invaluable in his life. This doesn't mean avoiding difficult conversations or never addressing problems. It means knowing how to communicate in a way that brings resolution rather than unnecessary conflict. A woman who constantly nags, criticizes, or argues over small things creates tension that pushes a man away. On the other hand, a woman who approaches discussions with patience, understanding, and a desire for solutions makes a man feel safe opening up to her. He feels like he can talk to her without being judged or belittled, which strengthens their bond. Fostering peace also means knowing when to let go of control. A man doesn't want to feel like he's in a relationship where he's always being tested or where he has to prove himself. He wants to feel appreciated, respected, and supported. When a woman trusts him to lead in his own way while still holding her own feminine strength, it creates balance. She isn't trying to compete with him or dominate every situation. She allows space for partnership and mutual respect. There is something incredibly attractive about a woman who brings calmness instead of chaos. Her presence alone makes him feel lighter, more at ease, and more motivated to be a better man. The more peaceful she is to be around, the more he craves her energy. Men are naturally drawn to excitement, adventure, and unpredictability. While stability is important in a relationship, a man doesn't want to feel like he's stuck in a routine where everything is predictable and repetitive. He wants to feel a sense of fun, lightness, and spontaneity with the woman he's with. When a woman knows how to keep things playful and maintain a little mystery, she keeps his attention in a way that feels effortless. Faithfulness is about bringing a fun, lighthearted energy into the relationship. It's the teasing, the inside jokes, the moments of laughter that make a man feel good in her presence. A woman who can make him smile after a stressful day or turn a simple moment into something memorable creates an emotional bond that deepens over time. She doesn't take everything too seriously, and she knows how to bring joy into his life without forcing it. Keeping a little mystery also plays a big role in keeping a man intrigued. This doesn't mean playing games or being secretive. It means not giving everything away too soon. A woman who has layers, who surprises him with new sides of her personality, who keeps him wondering what she'll say or do next, keeps his mind engaged. She doesn't let the relationship fall into monotony because she understands the power of curiosity. Men appreciate a woman who can balance deep connection with a sense of adventure. Whether it's trying something new together, being spontaneous, or simply keeping a fun, unpredictable energy in a relationship, it keeps things fresh. When a man knows that Being with her will never feel dull or routine. He finds himself drawn to her again and again, wanting to experience more of her world. There is nothing more attractive than a woman who has her own life, passions, and purpose. A man may enjoy being the center of attention in the beginning, but over time, he will be drawn to a woman who has something going for herself beyond the relationship. When a woman has goals, interests, and a sense of independence, it creates an energy that is both inspiring and captivating. A woman who is fulfilled within herself doesn't rely on a man to provide her happiness. She doesn't wait for him to plan her days, entertain her, or complete her. She is already whole. This doesn't mean she doesn't want love or companionship, but rather that she understands the relationship should add to her life, not become her entire world. A man respects and admires a woman who is driven, passionate, and has something she is working towards. He wants to be with someone who challenges him to grow and evolve, not someone who simply follows his lead. Having independence also creates a sense of healthy space in the relationship. When a woman has her own hobbies, friendships, and personal aspirations, she doesn't become overly clingy or dependent. A man enjoys the chase, the feeling that he still has to pursue and win his woman's attention. When she has a life outside of him, it keeps things exciting and prevents the relationship from feeling stagnant. Confidence in one's purpose radiates a special kind of energy. A man is naturally drawn to a woman who carries herself with certainty, who knows what she wants, and who isn't afraid to go after it. She is intriguing because she doesn't need to prove herself. Her presence alone commands attention. Her life is full, and because of that, he wants to be part of it. Ladies, keeping a man's interest isn't about playing games. It's about tapping into your natural feminine power. Embrace your softness, stimulate his mind and emotions, and most importantly, never be afraid to be you. Because when you show up as your best, most authentic self, the right man won't just stay interested, he'll never want to leave.